Hey there, it's Justin Vivian Bond. Call him. Oh, god damn it. I'm not a TV producer person. Oh, this is an honor, but it's a pain in the ass.
It would look very gay. Probably just as you'd imagine. Pink and over the top. Liza Minnelli DJing and Mike Pence bartending, shirtless, obviously.
It would be all black with gold glitter, and it would be filled with the most fabulous POC queer people of all identities, and that float would be massive, honey. It might be the only float that year. So big.
My pride float would look like Ariel bursting out of the water. You know that scene where like her hair flips back and like mid-flip, maybe me nearby. No Prince Eric, more of a King Triton, I suppose, but...
You're looking at it, darling. I basically am a pride float. I would be big and sequined. I'm the size of a float anyway and full of gas.
I feel like Buddy and Truman would play a big role on it. I wonder if we can borrow Kamala Harris's sequin jacket and put it on Buddy.
It's a massive yellow Birkin bag and a yellow dress. My hair is up in a nice, classy bun.
My pride float would definitely have a lot of alpacas and ice cream. Just cute and yummy. You know, that's my brand. I'm sticking to it.
It would be entirely made of glass, and the people sort of organizing the parade route would kind of just have to figure that out.
My pride float would be a bunch of shirtless comic book and anime characters, and then a bunch of shirtless people promoting the fact that LGBT icons in anime and comic books exist.
Entirely black and white, and then I would have everyone dressed in pride flag colors. I think everyone would just like pop. I think that'd be really cool. No one copied me.
I kind of imagine like a black float with a cute sheer thing, and there's music playing, there's a disco ball, confetti and glitter and streamers everywhere, but they're like silver and metallic and gold. I can picture a story about what I want for my pride float, you know, but basically it's just a ball on a float.
If I had a float, it would be a sensible lady float, and we'd have all different kinds of people in caftans, well hydrated, dancing to some classic disco music. A lot of Judy Garland dedications, certainly. I would want a float that really represents the LGBT community as I see it, which is queer and radical and fun.
This super outrageous float full of trans girls, sex workers, semi-naked people dancing and being totally outrageous. I think somebody did that already though, but I copycat that.
I would absolutely use a pride float to highlight the trans-masculine and non-binary community. It would be centering POC folks at the front. We've got trans flags and our brand new pride flag and Black Lives Matter, and we are political AF, and like, yes, I'll probably not be wearing a shirt because, woo!
I am actually terrified of parades. It freaks me out. I have anxiety around large crowds. But if I was going to go to a parade, my float would have lots of black fists on it. It would probably have hashtag Black Lives Matter on it.
Okay, first of all, it would be a giant flatbed trailer, right? With just a huge dance floor on it and maybe 50, 60 people. Obviously, lots of bodies of all shapes and sizes. I would have my shirt off, match.
My pride float would look like a queer Mount Rushmore, just a big float of all of like the queer icons and like people standing on top of it. So we have like Marsha P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera, Harvey Milk.
It would be political, and I think I would develop a float that had Obama, Hillary Clinton, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Adam Schiff, Mandela.
If I had a pride float this year, it would look just like my t-shirt, saying anti-imperialist, white supremacist, capitalist patriarchy. Hashtag bell hooks.
I think that I'm very anti-pride float, so my pride float would be our community marching and saying F you to the system.
I think we should abolish corporate floats at pride parades. We should open them up as marches and allow anyone to march as individuals.
I would not have a pride float. I like it when people are are marching and they have something to say. I mean, I don't think a float would be big enough to have all the people I want on it, so we'd have to march.
It would be a self-care pride float. It would just have a bunch of chairs on it like you see at like nail salons where people could like come and sit and get massages, and it'd be like guided meditations blasting and like doing, you know, Tai Chi and yoga and body work. That's the kind of pride float I need.